Hey, welcome back. Welcome to another Tales from the Workshop from Mr. Jones Watches. This week, I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Onorio D'Epiro. Onorio, welcome.
Thank you.
So Onorio is a designer who we've worked with on quite a number of watches. What's the first one you designed for us, Onorio?
First one was Number Cruncher back in 2018. And then after that, we did the permanent collection of it because it was well received, which is lovely. And then I believe we did Robotoshi, which is similar sort of vibe that we will continue in the monsters in these cities. And it was a big robot in Japan. And then I believe we went on to the Watchful ones where there was a series of 5 in one go, which was really cool. And then most recently we did Monster Melter.
Cool. I'm wearing today a historic polo shirt. This is a series of shirts that we had done for the 10th anniversary exhibition. And the reason I'm wearing it is the first time Onorio saw Mr. Jones Watches was when we had our 10th anniversary exhibition in the Oxo Tower.
That's correct, yeah. And at the time I thought it was your workshop, which we later worked out that it was a space that you were hiring. But it was a really good day and opportunity to see what you guys did because you had the pad printer out and you had a really nice display of all the components which went into designing these watches. And I'd had no idea how anyone would ever make a watch. I thought it could just, you just print these things out. I had no idea. And to see all the elements printed individually was just fantastic, really fascinating. And it showed that, how much care and attention has gone into making these pieces.
So the reason I've got Onorio here today is really to talk through the special edition versions of Number Cruncher that we've been producing for the Windup Watch Fairs. So the newest addition to this series is for the Chicago Windup Watch Fair, which we're participating in from 11th to 13th of July. So this is Shurago, and Chirrago has 2 landmarks from Chicago, the city. So on one side, the Chicago name board from the theatre, and on the other, the mirror bean.
I just kind of added my spin on it. I thought it'd be really nice to give it kind of more like, more of sort of an evening, sort of sunsetty vibe.
There's really nice caseback artwork as well that you've worked up for it. So in the past, the editions for the Windup Watch Fairs have not been numbered, although they have actually been very small batches. For this one, we're numbering them for the first time because we feel like it's making a virtue out of a necessity. We can only produce quite small quantities of them. Why not have them numbered as well so people can kind of enjoy that? So Shurago will only be available for visitors who come to see us at the Windup Watch Fair in Chicago. This is not a watch that we'll ever make available online. It's something exclusively for people who come to the shows. We feel like it's a really important thing to have, to motivate people to come out and see us, and it makes something really special. Let's just have a look at the others that have been part of the series. So the first one that we did was for the Windup Watch Fair in New York last autumn. So this one's called Liberty Cruncher, and on this one, so the background has changed to the New York skyline, but then the whole monster character has changed to the Statue of Liberty.
We had good fun with that one. That one came really quickly as well, actually, because we had a nice foundation of what the rules of the, the position of the character needed to be. It was just like finessing the length of the spikes and then changing the angle of the arm, but knowing where it had to end up and changing it into the torch.
I guess what's nice as well is we were able to bring back the colour from, this is the original limited edition Number Cruncher that came out in
2018. Yeah.
So what number did you get?
8, I think.
Oh, right. So the original limited edition version had the case with the slightly smaller glass, but also the monster was green, was one of the most significant differences. So there was a nice opportunity to sort of revisit that.
Yeah, it's a really nice little touch to go back to that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And there is a really nice caseback engraving for Liberty Cruncher. I was just going to say as well, there's really nice detail on this, that there's the yellow taxi cab, the New York taxi cab inside the stomach. We can just see there rotating ring.
And the apple.
And indeed, the hour marker for 12 is swapped to an apple for the big apple, which you can kind of see there. Cool. So Liberty Cruncher was the first one that we did. So that was last autumn at Windup Watch Fair in New York. But then we also did this spring Fang Cisco for the Windup Watch Fair San Francisco. So this was like a nice one. I guess this was a slightly different process in that we kind of did this.
Yeah.
Then we sent you an email and said, we've done this.
Yeah. But we followed all the rules kind of what we knew the printing in the background should be like, and trying to keep that half-tone poster effect, you know, that kind of newsprint effect, which is really cool.
I was going to say on Fang Cisco, there was a whole bunch of work for the caseback illustration, wasn't there? So
yeah, really quick stuff. I mean, just trying bits out super quickly, just getting them on paper as quick as I could, and then eventually I put them all together and show them to you. I don't know if I've showed you all of them. But
it is really nice, the kind of that angle of the monster, like that's quite similar to production, isn't it? Yeah. Like it makes him a bit more dynamic than he's been in the past.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, I really like the final engraving that we settled on. And if you look really close, there's little people in there kind of running away and a bit more distracted, but he's still really happy. He doesn't know what he's doing wrong.
It's true, and like he's borderline like looking angry there, and actually the final one he just looks kind of happy and like he's enjoying himself, like having a laugh.
Again, we changed tiny little bits on this, like the size of the legs, because I haven't really drawn the whole character properly. I've done bits of it every now and then, but it keeps changing. But yeah, just we'll change the little details, and again, just getting it as perfect as we can, I guess, isn't it?
Just cool. Like I really like seeing the set. Like there's something really fun about the three of them.
Yeah.
Just line them up. We'll just give that a little polish. I guess it's nice that there's one in the black case now as well. Like it does vary it. And I guess the feeling is quite nice. Like it is quite Californian and then a bit more, subdued and kind of evening.
Yeah.
I guess New York's the one that doesn't quite have that feeling because it doesn't have the colour background.
But I guess we started there, didn't we? And we're coming up with a series in a way now, aren't we? Mm-hmm. This guy's this own separate series. It's really cool. It's really nice, like that people are still interested in this character and the design, like the fact that it becomes a bit more personal to you as well. Because, if you're from Chicago or New York, that's a really nice little touch that we've added to it. I think that's because it was always London, and which is great, but sometimes you just want it to be a bit more personal, a bit more personal to you.
So, Windup Watch Fair, in addition to those cities we visited, also do Dallas.
Oh.
So there could be like the cowboy one next year, maybe.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in, Onorio, and talking us through the different versions of Number Cruncher. I think it's a really cool series, and thank you for all the work that you put into making them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As always, I hope it was interesting, and I look forward to reading your comments down below, and I'll see you next week.